Okay, so as you can see, we've just entered this GU short here. Now we've got news at 12:30 today, and we don't want to be involved in that. So hopefully we can get to CP before that. But yeah, let's see what happens. Obviously, price is rejected quite nicely now and starting to drop. We want to see it break and close below this low to kind of confirm the bias. So yeah, we'll see if that happens, and I'll get back to you. Okay, so as you can see, we did break the low, but then we've now gone to the upside. So this will be a loss on the account most likely. So we're going to lose about £20 on this position, maybe a bit less. I need to double check. So a little bit of an annoying loss, but nothing we can't make back in the future. So I will go over to the charts. We'll do a breakdown as to why we took this, and then see how much we've lost and what we've got to recover. Okay, so obviously, as you saw earlier, we took that loss on GU. It was an unfortunate loss. We lost about £19 on the trade, and now we are at about £97 on the account, so a little bit annoying. Obviously that set us back a little bit, but that's nothing that we can't make back. We've done that plenty of times before on this channel. So what we're going to do now is go onto the charts. We're going to take a look at the GU trade, take a look at what went wrong, and what we can maybe do differently next time. But overall, it's just part of the strategy. We're going to have losers, so I'm not expecting anything to really stand out to me in terms of where we went wrong. It was probably just one of those trades. So let's get over onto the charts now. Okay, so as you can see, this is the GU trade, which is now absolutely melting, which is pretty rough considering we were looking to sell, but that's part of it at the end of the day. I'll put somewhere a picture of the entry, so that you can see obviously that we did take this trade, and then so let's kind of get into why I thought it was going to sell, and what actually ended up happening. So as you can see, I came to the charts this morning around here, where price was here, and what happened was, you can see that as we came into London here, we broke this low. So when we broke this low, to me, especially when you look to the left and see all of the lows and highs that were sort of being tested into this area, it looked like a pretty good zone to break below for a sell. And then obviously in my other videos, I've spoken about how we're looking for strong breaks of structure. This was a very clear push to the downside with this candle, which was good to see. So all we did is basically get in, when it pulled back up into the area. So I entered 2 times. I entered there, and then I entered a second time somewhere here, I believe, because the setup looked really good for sells. If you're looking, down the line, obviously we've been super bullish the last few days, so we were kind of due a more corrective sell-off to the downside. So there was a lot that aligned in terms of why I thought it was going to sell, why the trade made sense, and it did sell. And if you saw from the screenshot where I did enter, price didn't go up that much more before selling off, so we just slightly mistimed the move. But as you can see now, GU is absolutely plummeting. Today alone we've dropped like over 60 pips, which considering we're not even in New York session yet is pretty crazy. And we've still got a few news events coming on at 6 as well, as you can see. So the FOMC and the Fed interest rate decisions, so that will probably cause a lot more volatility as well down the line. So as I said, if I just mark on the actual trade, the trade looked something like this here, so 10 pips pretty much, and then obviously the 1-3 like usual. So that was the position we were looking for, and as I said, slightly mistimed the sell, but not to worry. So we're down, as I said, to £96, and we're now looking to make about 60-65 pounds to get the account to the possible amount. So a few good trades and we should be there. So it's not the end of the world. We've been on quite a good winning streak recently, and so we were due a loser. So it's just part of the game. As another thing, just to talk about, gold has been absolutely insane today. Its sell-off has been crazy since 5-6 a.m. It's sold over 1,000 or 1.1 thousand pips, which is absolutely insane. Considering it is volatile, but we haven't seen quite a big sell-off like this. When I zoom out to like the hour, that's quite a rough sell-off, looking similar to what we saw at the start of March. So interesting to see. Obviously dip below the 5,000 mark, but obviously we're not trading that today. So we just have to see what happens with GU, and we'll look tomorrow for another trade to build the account back up from that loss. So hopefully you found that useful, that breakdown there, and let me know if you sort of had a similar thing today, or if maybe you were buying gold and didn't have so much fun. Let me know in the comments what you think, and I'll see you in the next video for episode 7, I think it is, of the flip, where hopefully we can have another profitable day.